Sorry? Oh, I haven't got the light on. Too late? Oh, hello. Hi there, it's Angela from Sew Bright Alpine Quilting here for our weekly update for the Boho Heart Quilt Sew Along. I haven't got the light on, so hopefully it is bright enough in here for you to see. We'll just pop over to the design wall and we'll go through some of the blocks. So last week these are the blocks we were working on. I couldn't find the second one that I'd done of this one, so I've just popped in a heart from the Happy fabric that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago. So that's an applique, oh, it looks like an applique heart, but it's just a printed heart on the white background. So that's the last of our blocks from last week. This one was the one that I'd cut the fabric the wrong size, so I now recut that and pieced that one. So that was called a present, I think. And then, so this week, these are the blocks we've been working on. This is a plus with a square and a square. Another little sawtooth star. This one was a courthouse steps. And these two were a sashed half square triangle in two different variations. So this one has one fabric in the middle and the 4 fabrics to make a plus. And then this one has the plus in the middle and 4 little squares around the outside. So quite a different effects that you can have depending on which fabrics you choose. And the last 2 fabrics for this week's was the 2 little pinwheels. We're down into the 5-inch blocks now. And so I've managed to get a little bit ahead and I've done all the blocks that I'm going to talk about for you to stitch this week. So we've got more pinwheels. These are at the medium heart, so I've chosen to use the heart fabric again. And this is the first of 3 wonky stars. Oh, so you can have it whichever way you like. Move it around. And I'm going to show you how I go about choosing the fabrics for these sorts of blocks. Say hello if you're there and let us know that you're watching, or make a comment about how you're going with your blocks. Don't forget you can always post your blocks and your progress in the group. So the 3 wonky star blocks are now the 4.5 ones. So we've got 2 different backgrounds here. So I'm going to I'll pop them down the table. So we're going to do a black one and a white one. And we've also got the other white one over there. So I've chosen to do the centres of the wonky block. You can see, pop that down there for you, Steve. So you can see what it's going to look like here. So we've got our applique background with a large star shape, a small star shape, and a centre. So I've got them traced out of Blyzaflix here. So I'm just going to do the raw edge version. So what I like to do is, once I've chosen the background fabric, I then might go and look at the centre. So I've chosen this lovely Kaif fabric for the centre. So what I'll do is I'll just take my little shape and I move it around the fabric and decide where I want it to be. And then I'll take it to the iron and I'll iron that in place. So this one here has a whole centre. So I'll take that to the iron and I'll iron it in place and then cut around it to get it ready to applique. For the next layer, which is going to be the middle layer, the small star, I've chosen this lovely big floral here because I just want a bit of contrast between those 2 fabrics. So this pink section here is about the right size. So we'll flip that one over and we'll pop the shape down there. Now, what was I saying? See how it's got this little bit of colour around the side here? Well, the centre that we've chosen actually sits just inside that. So you'll see a little bit of that red and that pink in this shape here. So we'll pop that one over and then we'll take that to the iron shortly and we'll iron that one in place. Now then for the big layer, I've chosen this lovely big floral fabric. So to get a contrast between the middle layer and the outside layer, we need to look at something darker than that pink. So I mean, we could go for this pink here that would have little bits of red in it, be quite interesting. or we could just go with the red, or we could go down to this one here, which has a mixture of orange and red and pink. And the center of that will be covered up by our other flower. So that one actually looks quite interesting there. So we'll choose that one. So now we've chosen our 3 fabrics, we'll go to the iron. So just take those to the iron, hanging on. And we're going to place that Finalizing down on the back of the fabric where we wanted it to be. We're going to pop our Teflon sheet over the top so we don't get any glue on our iron. And then we're just going to hold the iron in place for about 6 or 8 seconds. Just to get that glue to hold. Take that away. Have a feel, make sure it's all stuck down. And we can go on to the next one. So then we have this one with the pink. We're going to put that one down like so. Our Teflon sheet over the top. Come back with the iron. That one's in place, and then we can take that one out and put our last fabric down. Teflon sheet. And then hold that one in place. Okay, so when they're cool, you can cut them out. And I like to use a little pair of embroidery scissors. So now we're going to cut out on the line. Oops, sorry, Steve. So we turn the fabric as we go to keep it nice and smooth. Cutting out our circle. So there's our little circle. And the next one. Going around that shape. Trying to keep our line as smooth as we can, turning the fabric as we go. Just tidy that little bit up there. So then we have that inside shape. Now we'll go to the outside one. So it's quite amazing how the different effects you can get with different fabrics in applique, rather than just, I mean, we could just have used the center of this whole flower and not done any layering, but that would be pretty ordinary. All right, so now we have our 3 shapes. So this is our big shape, this is our middle shape, and this is our center. So now we take our background. So we need to decide which background we're going to put it on. Are we going to put it on the red one? The red one on the white background, or are we going to put it on the black background? I think it stands out better on the black background, don't you? Yep, all right, so we'll go with the black background, and we'll go back to the iron. Now, because we have a few different layers to this, we can use our Teflon sheet to attach those 3 layers to each other so that they're not slipping around all over the place. So the easiest way to get the Finalizing off the back is to take a little pin and just run it through to the edge of the shape, and it makes a little cut in the paper, which makes that paper easy to peel off. I'll do that again with the middle shape. It's probably not quite cool enough, so the glue is resisting a little bit, but we will work around that. That's why it's important to make sure that shapes are quite cool before you try and remove the paper. We'll get around that one. See, it's a little bit sticky there, but we'll fix that. And then the back one here, just slice through there. And peel off the paper. So then you can put the shapes down onto the Teflon sheet and arrange them how you'd like them to appear. Get rid of the backing fabric. Pop your Teflon sheet over the top again and give it a little press. Didn't need steam. So then now we just peel off our shape, and all of our sections are all ironed together. Oh, not quite. Let's do that one again. Sometimes the heat doesn't penetrate right through the Teflon mat. So then we take that one and we're going to grab our background and we're going to arrange it on our background however we'd like. Pop the sheet over the top again and give that a good press for about 10 seconds to glue that in place, and then we can go to the sewing machine and sew around it. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a day pretty soon where I'm going to do all of the sewing of all of the applique stitching around all of the previous shapes that we've made, and do them all at once. So that one can just go on the pile, but for now we'll just pop it back over to our design wall with the others. So as I said, this week the blocks are the remaining 4 of the pinwheels. You've got 2 medium hearts. So that's 4, 5, 6, and a wonky flower. So that'll get you 7. If you're going ahead, you can keep working on your wonky flowers. And then we've got small sawtooth star. There's 2 of those and 4 of the 4-inch finished, 4.5-inch flying geese. And that'll get you well on the way. So I'm aiming to have this finished to have it on display at Craft Alive in Wodonga, and then we'll be taking it with us to Craft Alive in Townsville and Cairns. So I've got to make about 3 blocks a day to achieve that goal. So wish me luck. And if you, like I said, if you've got any comments, anything that you need for your supplies, if you need templates, don't forget we've got the Jen Kingwell templates, our little rulers which help make half square triangles easier to cut out, marking pencils from Sewline, any other rulers and scissors that you think you might need, just either give us a call, send us a message, shop online. If you can't find it in the online store, then yeah, give us a call, send us a message. And I will post all of these in the gallery in the next day or so. So look out for them there. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.